Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon. Margaret Lloyd here with Eternal Shift, New Life Ahead. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, let's see, what are we talking about? A holistic approach to anxiety and depression. We're going to, because there's all different approaches to deal with how we feel. So we're going to learn together how to fix ourselves holistically. And we can do this. I have faith that we can do this. A holistic approach to anxiety and depression involves treating the whole person by addressing their physical, mental, and emotional needs through various strategies like lifestyle modifications, nutrition, I'm bad about that one, exercise, I'm a little bit better about that one, mindfulness practices such as meditation and yoga, therapy, and alternative therapies like acupuncture. Never would have thought. But why not? All while considering the interconnectedness of these factors to achieve overall well-being. Key components of a holistic approach are lifestyle changes. You may need to change some things that you do. Maintaining a constant sleep schedule, creating a relaxing bedtime routine, managing an exposure to blue light before bed, regular exercise, and I'm working on that. I sleep great. I could go to bed every night at around 9 o'clock. Bear with me, let me close the door here. There. Regular exercise, physical activity, like walking, running, swimming, to release endorphins and reduce stress. I'm starting today. I know I'm a little late bloomer here, but starting today, I'm working on balance, on my balance. I have vertigo, and balance is very difficult for me. So I'm practicing my balance. Standing on one leg at a time at different intervals during the day, with and without shoes. I'm going to get my balance to where this vertigo does not bother me anymore. Stress management techniques, deep breathing exercises. I have found that these work great. Now, sometimes they're difficult to do when you're in the moment of your stressor, but I am learning that if I get stressed, that if I just close my eyes, and whoever is stressing me out will know that I am trying to calm my reaction. I will close my eyes whenever. I started this yesterday. I know I'm always a day late and $1 short. What can I say? It's being over 70. It just things just did it, and I'm putting them back in. So, deep breathing exercises. So what I'll do when I'm feeling stressed, something's making me feel stressed out. Like if I mess up in my knitting, instead of getting angry, I just sit there, take a deep breath in through my nose, hold it, blow out those birthday candles, and I tend to feel better. And I'm better able to talk, discuss whatever needs to be talked, discussed. I just had a thought pop into my head that would be a delicious dinner. I need to check to see if I got 3 good baked potatoes. I'll bake up them potatoes, and I'm going to cover them in chili. Chili tater. Only because I say that because mindful eating is next. Pay attention to hunger cues and making conscious food choices. So what I'm going to do with this chili baked potato is I'm going to bake the potatoes. I'm going to scoop them out. I'm going to mix with the potatoes. I'm going to scoop everything out of the potatoes. Mix it in with the chili. It'll help thicken up the chili a little bit. And I think I'll steam up some broccoli and chop it up really fine. Chop it up really well. I will put the chili and cheese in the baked potato and then sprinkle the chopped up broccoli. So I've got meat, vegetables, everything. Does that not sound like a delicious meal? Nutritional consideration. Balanced diet. I'm bad about this, and my son keeps trying to help me balance what I'm eating. And we do a good job of that. Because I'm not only cooking for me, I'm cooking for him, and I'm cooking for Mother. So, eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grain, lean protein, always. Limited processed foods. About the only processed foods we eat on any type of basis is going to be like brats, sausages, And there maybe or twice a month. Pizza, about the same. Yeah, I don't cook with a lot of processed foods. I really don't. I'm good at that. And I don't use a lot of sugar. I have maybe 1 cup of coffee a day. I don't even drink cola anymore. Supplements. Consulting a healthcare professional about potential benefits of supplements like vitamin D, B, omega 3 fatty acid, which I take my supplements. Mind-body practices, cultivating present moment awareness to reduce anxiety and promote calmness. And I'm doing that. I don't even realize that but I am. I'm staying in the present moment. I'm not sitting around thinking about what's next, what shoe's going to drop next. I can't. I just worry about the present moment. Yoga. Combining physical postures, breathing exercise, and relaxation techniques to improve mental and physical well-being. Absolutely. I'm working on that. And then the next one is Tai Chi, gentle exercises that focus on breath and movement for stress reduction. I kind of like that. I'm going to start doing that too. Therapy and counseling, cognitive behavior therapy. Identifying and modifying negative thought patterns and behaviors associated with anxiety and depression. Mindfulness-based therapy, integrated mindfulness practice into therapy sessions. I've done that, and it does help. Acceptance and commitment therapy. Focusing on accepting thoughts and feelings while taking action towards valued goals. So, acceptance and commitment therapy is a behavioral therapy that can help people with generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, reduce their anxiety and live more fulfilling lives. ACT is based on the idea that people can't control all of their thoughts and feelings, but they can learn to accept them and act on their values. How this works is acceptance teaches people to accept their thoughts and feelings without trying to change them. Adds mindfulness to help people be aware of their thoughts and feelings without judgment. Helps people commit to changing their behaviors in ways that align with their values. What ACT can help with? Anxiety disorders, can help reduce their anxiety and live more fulfilling lives. That's what I'm working on. Suicidal ideation may help people who are struggling with suicidal thoughts. Can help people improve their quality of life. When might it be appropriate? ACT may not be appropriate for people in abusive relationships or who are putting their safety at risk. That was good to learn. Alternative therapy is acupuncture, inserting thin needles at specific points on the body to balance the energy flow. Okay. Massage therapy, promoting relaxation, reducing muscle tension. Aromatherapy, using essential oils to enhance mood and well-being. I use oils and incense sticks and cones, absolutely. Art therapy. Oh, I love art therapy. I need to do that some more. Before the holidays, I did an art piece. And I'll see if I can insert it into my podcast. I made a Christmas tree and lit it. I had it lit up. It was pretty. I've got a picture of it now. I'll see if I can add it in. Oh, I know. I'll put that as my thumbprint. That's right. Important consideration. Sometimes words just are not meant to come out easily, to be said easily. Individualized approach. Each person's needs and experiences are unique. Absolutely. We're all different. Your experiences have been different from my experiences. May not completely different, but different anyway, because your abuser may not have hit you. Your abuser may have kicked you, beat you up to a pulp. I didn't allow mine to do that. It came close. So each person's needs and experiences are unique, so a holistic plan should be tailored accordingly. Absolutely. Collaboration with healthcare professionals. Consult a healthcare professional, nutritionist, and other relevant specialists to develop a comprehensive treatment plan. Gradual implementation. Start with small changes and gradually integrate more practices as you progress. So let's get back into this ACT and commitment therapy. Now let's see what we can learn about this. Acceptance and commitment therapy for anxiety disorders is an innovative acceptance-based behavior therapy that focuses on decreasing the behavior regularity, function of anxiety, and related cognitions, has a strong focus on behavior change that is consistent with client values. Therefore, this therapeutic method has two main objectives: a training acceptance acceptance of problematic, unhelpful thoughts and feelings that cannot and perhaps need not be controlled. Commitment and action towards living a life due to chosen values. This indicates why ACT is about acceptance and is about change at the same time. Applied to anxiety disorders, patients learn to end the struggle with their anxiety-related discomfort and take charge by engaging in actions that move them related to their chosen life aims, values. This method also teaches patients skills to appreciate and observe unfavorable thoughts and feelings just as they are instead of teaching more different, better strategies to change or decrease unwanted thoughts and feelings. Therefore, avoidance of anxiety along with flexibility in response to it and other forms of emotional discomfort provides a situation for individuals that actuate them in the direction of chosen life aims, values, goals, even when unpleasant thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations are present. ACT not only applied to anxiety disorders, but also attempted to reduce extreme struggle with anxiety and control unwanted private events, along with experimental avoidance efforts to downregulate. In this study, 3 consecutive referrals seeking treatment for anxiety disorders at a private practice were treated with 10 sessions of ACT. The results of this study showed 3 consecutive cases who presented with anxiety disorders were treated with 10 sessions of a similar ACT for anxiety disorder protocol. Participants showed clinically significant pre-treatment to post-treatment changes in severity of anxiety disorders. This case series has experimental and clinical implications. Experimentally, this is the first study we're aware of using ACT for anxiety disorders to track changes in anxiety and avoidance using a time series design. Data from 3 cases is in no way definitive, but the consistency across all 3 participants is notable. These findings are supportive of a change process involving altering the function of anxiety over its severity. These data suggest that an anxiety disorder can successfully be treated by focusing on the functional impact of anxiety on behavior over the level of anxiety. In evaluating the empirical status of ACT, it is important to overlook that one of its authors' primary intent was to create transdiagnostic model with broad applicability, including the treatment of problems that do not fit neatly into diagnostic categories. And this article that I'm reading comes from the National Library of Medicine. Written by, I can't read their names, but it came from the Iran Journal of Public Health. In conclusion, ACT helped the patient to introduce the sense that struggle and control may actually interfere with the patient's everyday functioning. To recognize and then abandon strategies that have neither helped the patient improve his life and attainment and quality of life, nor actually provided any lasting relief from distress. This method was a constructive approach to behavior change of the client with a focus on enhancing quality of life. This is why perhaps the most necessary aim of ACT program is to encourage patients to engage in life aim direction. Concentrate was on teaching patients acceptance and mindfulness skills as ways of learning to perceive unwanted anxiety-related responses fully and for what they are, their feelings. The aim was learning to stay with anxiety. This part is described as getting ready to face anxiety with mindful acceptance so you can get on with your life. So you accept, you stay with the anxiety. You keep the anxiety with you. But you instead of reacting to it, you react with it. And you get on with your life. Exposure practice provided an important opportunity for the patient to develop willingness to experience depression and GAD and deal with it. That's what we don't do on a general basis. So we just need to, and it is difficult, but we can do it. We can learn to accept our anxiety and deal with it. I know I have anxiety. I probably have had anxiety all my life, but never knew how to react to it. And when I would react to it in a negative way, I would be so stressed out. I would be so stressed out trying to, whenever anxiety would hit, I would react to it. But I don't do that anymore. Like I walked out of Homeland the other day, a grocery store here in Norman, and as I was walking out, I looked up and I saw this gentleman walking towards me that resembled my abuser. And that was just a quick glance. So I was walking to my car. I glanced back over at him to be sure it wasn't. And it wasn't. He had more hair. So we can learn to not overreact. And that's what we need to do. Once we learn how not to overreact to our anxiety, we'll be able to live with our anxiety. And that's the goal. Live with it. Deal with it. Let it go. With that in mind, peace and love. Take care of yourselves because you're all you got. I'm going to take care of me because I'm all I got. And my family needs me. Love you all. Take care. See you tomorrow.